Polya's 4 steps in problem solving. Hi, I am Justine A. Canto, and in this lesson, we will discuss each step of the Polya's process while working through the solution to a problem. Aim of this lesson is to use a problem-solving model that incorporates understanding the problem to select or develop an appropriate problem-solving strategy. George Polya was a mathematician in the 1940s. He devised a systematic process for solving problems that is now referred to by his name, the Polya 4-step problem-solving process. Here are the 4 basic principles: understanding a problem, devise a plan, carry out the plan, and look back. As a student, what steps or strategies you use while solving a problem? So to start, let's think about a party. Sally was having a party. She invited 20 women and 15 men. She made 1 dozen blue cupcakes and 3 dozen red cupcakes. At the end of the party, there were only 5 cupcakes left. How many cupcakes were eaten? The first step of Polya's process is to understand the problem. Some ways to tell if you really understand what is being asked is to state the problem in your own words. Pinpoint exactly what is being asked. Identify the unknowns. Figure out what the problem tells you is important and identify any information that is irrelevant to the problem. In our example, we can understand the problem by realizing that we don't need the information about the gender of the guest or the color of the cupcakes. That is irrelevant. All we really need to know is that we are being asked how many cupcakes are left of the total that were made. So, we understand the problem. Now that we understand the problem, we have to devise a plan to solve the problem. We could look for a pattern, review similar problems, make a table, diagram, or chart, write an equation, use guessing and checking, work backwards, and identify a sub-goal. In our example, we need a sub-goal of figuring out the actual total numbers of cupcakes made before we can determine how many were left over. We could write an equation to show what is unknown and how to find the solution. 1 dozen plus 3 dozen minus 5 equals a number eaten. The third step in the process is the next logical step: carry out the plan. When you carry out the plan, you should keep a record on your steps as you implement your strategies from the step 2. Our plan involved the sub-goal of finding out how many cupcakes were made total. After that, we needed to know how many were eaten if only 5 remained after the party. To find out, we wrote an equation that would resolve the sub-goal while working toward the main goal. So, 1 dozen plus 3 dozen minus 5 equals number eaten. Obviously, we would need the prior knowledge that 1 dozen equals 12. 1 multiplied by 12 is 12 and 3 multiplied by 12 is 36. So what we really have is 12 plus 36 minus 5 equals number eaten. 12 plus 36 equals 48. 48 minus 5 is 43. That means that the number of cupcakes eaten is 43. The final step in the process is very important, but many students skip it, feeling like they have an answer so they can move on now. The final step is to look back, which really means is to check your work. Now that we have the answer to the problem, I hope that you have learned something. Thank you very much.